2025 is turning out to be one of the most dangerous years for earthquakes in the USA. People are being affected from California to New York to Texas and even Alaska. But what you're not being told could put millions at risk. Stay tuned because we will tell you everything you need to know. But before moving further, please support us by clicking on the like button so that you won't miss such informative videos in the future. Alright, now let's get started. Let's begin with some shocking numbers. As of May 2025, there have been more than 1,200 earthquakes recorded in the United States. This includes one massive 6.8 magnitude earthquake that hit Alaska, which was the biggest quake of the year so far. These quakes are causing millions of dollars in damages, and unfortunately, experts believe that it is just the beginning. In fact, some states that are known for their seismic activity, like California, have not seen any major earthquake activity for a while. And according to experts, this should make all of us really worried. So, what's going on? Let's find out in today's episode. 1. Shocking earthquake data. In 2025 alone, the U.S. has already experienced over 1,200 earthquakes. That's more than double the number of earthquakes experienced in 2024. Out of these quakes, the biggest one was a 6.8 magnitude earthquake that hit Alaska in January of this year. But what's even more concerning is the fact that Oklahoma has already seen more than 200 tremors in 2025, and experts believe that this is just the beginning. Oklahoma was also hit by a lot of tremors in 2024, which saw a total of 600 earthquakes. But why is this happening? Well, the answer is quite simple. It's because of human activities. Yes, the fracking process, which is commonly used in Oklahoma, has been linked to increased seismic activity in the region. Fracking, or hydraulic fracturing, is a process that is used to extract oil and natural gas from the ground. It involves injecting a mixture of water, sand, and chemicals into the ground at high pressure. And while it's an effective method for extracting these resources, it also causes the earth to shake, and that causes earthquakes. 2. Earthquakes in unlikely states. Recently, Texas, Nevada, and Missouri also experienced strong earthquakes. Yes, you heard that right. Texas had over 40 small earthquakes in 2025. Most of these tremors were felt in the Permian Basin region, which is one of the largest oil deposits on Earth. Now you must be thinking, why did Texas experience so many quakes? Well, the answer is simple. It's because of fracking. According to the United States Geological Survey, or USGS, the increase in seismicity in the region is directly related to wastewater disposal wells associated with oil and gas production. These wells are used to dispose of the wastewater that is produced during the fracking process, and they are often located near fault lines. And when the wastewater is injected into these wells, it can trigger earthquakes. Similarly, Nevada also experienced earthquakes with magnitudes of 4.9 and 4.4 in March 2025. Again, these tremors were caused by the fracking process, which is commonly used in Nevada's oil and gas industry. While fracking has allowed the U.S. to become energy independent, it has also led to an increase in earthquake activity across the country. And this trend is likely to continue in the coming years. In fact, in 2023, the U.S. experienced its highest number of earthquakes in a decade. And 2024 wasn't much different either. And the year 2025 is already breaking all records. 3. The silent threat of California. According to statistics, California has experienced approximately 10,000 earthquakes every year since 2000. However, the year 2025 has been unusually silent in terms of seismic activity. As of May 2025, California has only recorded around 300 earthquakes. Now this might seem like a good thing, but experts say that this is not a good sign. The reason is simple. It means that the big one is overdue. According to experts, California is due for a major earthquake that could have catastrophic consequences. The San Andreas Fault, which runs for about 800 miles through the state, is the most active and dangerous fault line in the country. And according to researchers at the California Institute of Technology, there is a 7 to 10% chance of a massive earthquake striking the state in the next 30 years. In fact, a study published by the U.S. Geological Survey in 2024 predicted that there is a 25 to 40% chance of a 7.0 or greater earthquake hitting Southern California in the next 50 years. Now, the scary part is that California is home to more than 15 million people, and a major earthquake could have catastrophic consequences. In fact, FEMA ran a simulation of a 7.5 magnitude earthquake that hit Los Angeles. The results were devastating. The quake caused more than 10 million direct casualties and billions of dollars in damages. The economic impact was even worse. The quake caused more than $50 billion in property and content losses, and more than 900,000 people were displaced. So while the San Andreas Fault has been quiet for now, it's important to remember that this could change at any moment. Number 4. Yellowstone supervolcano fears. Yellowstone National Park is home to more than 3,000 geothermal features, including geysers, hot springs, and fumaroles. But beneath these seemingly peaceful landscapes lies a supervolcano that could one day erupt and destroy everything in its path. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's an imminent eruption on the horizon, but what I find interesting is the increase in seismic activity around the volcano in recent years. Just in April 2025 alone, there were more than 30 mini-earthquakes around Yellowstone. Now you might be wondering, what's the deal with all these earthquakes? Well, here's the thing. Earthquakes are normal at Yellowstone. In fact, there are usually about 1,000 earthquakes that happen around the park every year. But this number has been increasing in recent years. And in 2024, Yellowstone experienced nearly 2,000 earthquakes. It's not unusual for swarms of earthquakes to occur in the area. And according to the United States Geological Survey, most of these swarms are harmless and do not indicate an impending eruption. However, some experts believe that the increase in earthquake activity is a sign that we should be paying closer attention to the volcano. After all, Yellowstone is one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world, and its eruptions could have global consequences. The last thing we want is to be caught off guard when it erupts again. Number 5. What you can do. The truth is, no one can stop earthquakes from happening, but we can take steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Here are a few things that you can do to stay safe. Secure your furniture. One of the most important things you can do is to secure any tall or heavy furniture that could topple over during an earthquake. This includes bookcases, dressers, and TVs. There are a variety of inexpensive devices that you can use to secure your furniture, such as straps or brackets. Keep an emergency kit. Having an emergency kit with food, water, and other supplies can help you and your family survive in the aftermath of an earthquake. It is also a good idea to have a plan in place for where you will go and what you will do in the event of a major quake. Learn the drill. It's important to know what to do during an earthquake. The standard advice is to drop, cover, and hold on. This means dropping to the ground, taking cover under a table or desk, and holding onto your shelter until the shaking stops. Of course, everyone's situation is different and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to earthquake safety. But these basic steps can help keep you and your loved ones safe in the event of a quake. In the end, it's better to be safe than sorry. By taking these simple precautions, you can help ensure that you and your family are prepared in the event of an earthquake. Remember, earthquakes can strike at any time and without warning. So, it's important to be prepared. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of our latest videos.